Here's another of the Morley two-part fantasias. This is for two trebles. La Sirena, which I think is the mermaid. And we're going to look at the bottom of the two parts. And I'm going to start this on a 4. You might choose to start it on an open string. I think that's fine. And whatever you do at the beginning, I would do the same in bar 3. I would come back to the same kind of quality high point that you started out on. And I'm going to start with a 4 and therefore put a 4 in the middle of 3 as well. But you can do as you wish. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. So I've played the whole thing in effectively first position, but I've reached back for the B flats. It all fits really nicely. Even if you go for an open string at the beginning, and again in the middle of 3, I would definitely play this one at the start of 4 with a 4th finger. Hold it down when you cross the string to the bottom D. I played a stopped A. You're sort of backwards in these crotchets. I think make the most of the nice long back bow to get yourself back to the tip. And you're in the best part of the bow, aren't you? Shall we play that together from the top? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go on. And we'll stop there, and I'll just take my top string up a tiny bit. New string, gonna have to do that a bit, I think. So this is bar 6, and I started on a back bow after the crotchet rest. These quavers come backwards. But you're so nicely at the tip, I'm not sure it matters. I would sort it out here. But we'll do that in a second. So again here, I'm in first position and I'm just reaching back for the B flats. Lots of 4s. Hold it down when you cross for the octave. Reaching back for the F natural as well. And then I would put another back bow here. This is in bar 9. Between the 2 crotchet Gs, they're going to end up both of them on back bows. Let's go together from bar 6. It's a really good piece this, isn't it, for reaching back to the first fret, but doing it from first position, so you've still got your 4 instead of lots of open strings. Bar 6 after the crotchet rest. 1 and 2. Back bow. Let's go on. And let's talk about that bit for a moment. So we put a back bow in the middle of 9. another back bow here on the upbeat. Now this is slightly risky fingering, chordal fingering between the G and the C. It makes it quite a stretch to your 4. On a treble that's kind of alright, isn't it? We call it diatonic fingering, a whole tone between 3 and 4. You can't really reach it. Some tenors maybe, if your tenor is small. Very, very risky on a bass, I really, really wouldn't do it. But I think it's alright on a treble. So I've got 2 and 3 as the chordal fingering in the middle of 11. Stick out your 4 for the D. Now on this octave leap, 2 things. One, hold your 4th finger down at the top, and the other, I would put an extra back bow in. Gets the quavers at the tip, gets them the right way round, and it gets the long B flat at the end of the bar coming out strong, weak, strong, weak. Let's play that much together from the middle of 11. The middle of 11, after the crotchet rest, back bow, chordal fingering, and your 4 is just slightly further away when you think. 1, 2, 3. Fourth finger again. Run out of fingers. So we need to see that coming, don't we? Or I need to see that coming. This is the end of 14. The problem arose because I saw this octave coming and thought that was wise fingering. I didn't look far enough ahead and see the F natural coming. So I think what I would do is just reach back a bit further and play the bottom D with a 2. Does that make sense? So I'm tied across 15 into 16, and then I'm going to reach back. And then we're okay fingering wise, I think, till the end of that bit. We started the last crotchet of 14 on a back bow. Now we're nicely at the tip, look. Quavers are backwards. Strong note, strong bow. Strong note, strong bow. If you really can't live with the quavers being backwards in 17, you could tuck. So the beginning of the bar is a forward bow. You could play another forward. And then you'll have to make these strong notes nice and weighted, but on back bows. And I think the risk is that in 18, you get the strong note on a back bow, and then you get this tiny little crotchet. Both of them come out on forward bows. So play about and see what you think. My inclination is to bow the quavers backwards in 17 and just live with it. Make them tidy, make them directional. You can do that even when you're backwards, and let it bow out nicely in 18 when you get there. Let's go from the end of 14 together. The end of 14. So we get 3 and 4. Reach back with a 2. Going on. There's another octave leap there, isn't there, in 20. Fortunately, this time not followed by an F natural, so I didn't run out of fingers. So this is 19. I started on a forward bow. It's an offbeat entry. I think it's nice to be clear about it. It's also a long note, more important than the ones that follow. Octave leap, keep your 4th finger down at the top. And the minim in 20, much stronger than the minim at the start of 21. I'm going to go on for a second. We'll just take that top string up a bit. this is 21. So I started 21 on a back bow. There's a lively kind of upbeat, plenty of weight in the dotted crotchet. Fourth finger at the start of 22. Here. And then I think I'd play a forward here. Just that needling offbeat. 3, 4. Strong weak at the start of 23. So I'm just bowing to get the strong notes to come out forward. We'll go from 19 after the crotchet rest, forward bow. 1, 2, 3. I'll go on a second. So the end of 23, back bow. You don't need the whole lot, do you? So you can be about halfway through. Got to have a 1 on the D at the bottom to get a 4 at the top. I think it's quite nice if there's something a bit lifted in there and falling away in that minor third. But then the 3 that rise could be really quite smooth, I think. Make the bottom one nice and gentle. Give yourself plenty of time to get around to the top one. And this time, that pattern is the same thing with a falling minor third, isn't it? But I think it's got to have a bit of forward momentum into the quavers. Chordal fingering there in 25, the G to the C. I'm properly in half position now, so not so much in first and reaching back. I'm definitely in half position in 25. You need too many fingers, don't you, to be in first and reaching back. There's too many F naturals and E flats. You need all of those fingers. So I've got a 3 on the G at the start of 26. That's a really good opportunity for a strong weak ending. 25, 6, 27. Here, the E. Look at the top part. So the E needs to be much stronger than the D it resolves on. The E has that D against it. Got to hear that in order to find it relaxing when you land on the D at the end of the bar. Let's go from the end of 23. The end of 23. You do not need your whole bow, but it does need to be a back bow. 1, 2, 3. So 28, little back bow. You're going to need a lot of bow for this dotted crotchet, so don't start in the middle because you're going to run out. Equally, don't start in the middle and then think, oh, wanted to be at the tip, because that's not a very elegant upbeat. So just think how much bow you need for that upbeat crotchet. Must put a 1 on that D at the bottom to get the octave. I would think about a 1 on this D at the end of the 4 quavers in 31 and playing the E on the C string. It's just slightly tidier bowing than doing what I call windmilling. Hold the 1 down, go for a 4 at the top, and I'm put another back bow in here. And there's another strong weak at the end. Your A starts against a G in the top part. And then this. Oh. So plenty of A. So we hear the clash. And then we hear the resolution much more gently. Let's go from 28 together. Back bow, but not a big one. And 1. Let's play it through then. Starting on a 4 if you're me, right at the tip whether you're me or not. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. I'll play you the top part then. I'm going to count us in because it will be completely impossible to set off at the same speed otherwise. See you at the end. 3, 4, 1, 2.